Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara. Today we're starting with a significant development in European politics. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen has announced that the country will be heading to the polls on March 24th for a parliamentary election. This comes after a tumultuous period in Danish politics, marked by debates over sovereignty, international leadership, and domestic concerns. According to recent opinion polls, Prime Minister Frederiksen's left-wing bloc is edging towards a majority, with some surveys suggesting they could win up to 88 seats in the 179-seat parliament. This would be a significant shift from the current cross-partisan government, which has been in place for nearly 4 years. The election is expected to be closely contested, with the right-leaning bloc led by Defense Minister Troels Lund Poulsen of the Liberal Party projected to win around 73 to 77 seats. The outcome will depend on various factors, including how voters perceive Frederiksen's handling of the Greenland sovereignty issue and her proposal to introduce a wealth tax to fund education and welfare. The First Leaders' debate has already highlighted clear divisions between the parties, with opposition leaders criticizing the proposed wealth tax as pettiness and stupid. Supporters, on the other hand, argue that it would reduce inequality and fund social programs. It's essential to note that the Danish political landscape is complex, with multiple parties and alliances at play. As we follow this story, we'll be bringing you updates and analysis from our team of experts. We'll explore the implications of the election outcome on Denmark's domestic and foreign policies, as well as its potential impact on the broader European political landscape. We'll also be examining the key issues that are driving this election, from economic concerns to social welfare programs. Our goal is to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of this critical moment in Danish politics, without taking sides or promoting any particular agenda. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. Today we're exploring a complex and intriguing topic that has been making headlines in recent months. Our focus is on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the potential role of former U.S. President Donald Trump in resolving this long-standing issue. As we delve into this story, it's essential to acknowledge the deep-seated emotions and historical context surrounding the conflict. The Israeli-Palestinian dispute is a multifaceted challenge that has persisted for decades, with both sides having legitimate concerns and claims. In recent years, the situation has become increasingly volatile, with periodic outbreaks of violence and a lack of progress towards a lasting peace. Enter Donald Trump, who has been a vocal supporter of Israel throughout his presidency. Despite facing criticism from some quarters, Trump's popularity among the Israeli public remains remarkably high. A recent poll suggests that nearly half of Jewish Israelis are more open to peace negotiations with the Palestinian Authority when Trump's name is attached to the proposal. This phenomenon, often referred to as the Trump effect, presents a unique opportunity for the United States to play a constructive role in resolving the conflict. By leveraging Trump's influence, the U.S. administration could potentially create a framework for peace that addresses the core issues, including Israeli settlements, the status of East Jerusalem, and reforming the Palestinian Authority. However, it's crucial to approach this situation with caution and nuance. The path to peace is rarely straightforward, and there are many potential pitfalls along the way. The U.S. administration will need to navigate a complex web of interests and alliances, both within the region and internationally, to achieve a lasting resolution. As we consider the prospects for peace, it's also important to recognize the challenges that lie ahead. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a deeply entrenched issue, with many entrenched positions and competing narratives. Building trust and fostering cooperation will require sustained effort, creativity, and a willingness to compromise. Ultimately, the success of any peace initiative will depend on the ability of all parties involved to work together towards a common goal. As we watch this story unfold, it's essential to remain informed, engaged, and open-minded, recognizing that the path to peace is often long and winding. Welcome back to Barbarous Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to bring to your attention a series of events unfolding in Russia. It appears that the country is experiencing a wave of detentions and arrests of opposition figures and journalists. According to recent reports, Yekaterina Duntsova, the founder of the Rasput Party, was briefly detained by police in the Tver region for questioning after an anonymous tip alleged she was organizing an illegal political rally. Duntsova, who attempted to run against Vladimir Putin in the 2024 presidential election, was released from custody and has since spoken out about the incident. Additionally, there have been reports of other opposition figures and journalists facing similar treatment, including Maria Ponomarenko, an anti-war journalist who was sentenced to 6 years in prison for publishing information about the Mariupol theater bombing. Sergei Fergal, the former governor of the Khabarovsk region, has also been sentenced to 22 years in a maximum security prison. These events have sparked concerns about the state of free speech and political dissent in Russia. It's essential to note that the Russian government has faced criticism from human rights organizations and Western countries for its handling of opposition figures and journalists. As we strive to provide balanced and unbiased reporting, it's crucial to acknowledge the complexities of this situation and the various perspectives involved. We will continue to monitor these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. That's all for today's Barbarous Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.